Hello everyone, and welcome to your daily creative challenge, your Photoshop daily creative challenge. My name is Ruben, and if you want to download your free resources, please click on the link in the description below, or you can simply just use your own files. Welcome everyone on the chat. I'm super excited. I hope you have a great weekend. And remember that we are live every single day on Behance and also on YouTube with a lot of tutorials like this. And I'm super excited because it's been a while since I do a live stream. So we're going to jump into what we're going to be creating today. And it's something super cool. So let's jump in. Let's see, 1 second. Hello, everyone. Nikita, Divine, hello, Ola. So a lot of people jumping in. So let's jump into our challenge today. And we're going to be doing a revamping movie posters. We're going to use a typography challenge. So we're going to push ourselves in creating something really cool by just using, typography, and also some elements, graphic elements that we can start. And let's see something here. The movie that I picked so we can, redesign the whole thing is The Upside Down. I really think we can do something really cool with this. I'm not very fond of this, use of shadow in the title, and it also blends in with the background. So we can do something a little bit better. So let's just start by creating our new file by, pressing Command N or Control N. And then what we're going to be doing is a movie poster, but we're just going to ballpark it and just say, we're going to do a 5x7. 5x7. And then the resolution should be 300. But for this example, we're going to do 150. And then we're going to press create. All right. So we have our setup for the movie poster. We can bring that movie poster here for reference, but we're going to just hide it. And then what I'm going to do is just Command T to make it bigger. There you go. Something like that. And then I'll probably call this original and then just hide it. And then I'm going to start creating something. Let's see. I have some in the starter files. I have some graphics and stuff that we have. So I'm going to just bring some of those graphics in here. So that way we have something to work with. Have a cool background here. So I'm going to just make it, Control T, Command T, and just make it a little bit bigger. I don't know, about there. It's pretty cool. And then let's just write upside down. So for this, I'm going to just press T, and then let's just write upside. Okay, let's make this Command T, Control T on your PC, and then just make it bigger. You need to, we need to pick a really thick font, really thick typeface. This one is really nice, but you can pick a really thick font. This one is called Nimbus, but we can pick this one like Barlow. Just pick one that is very thick. I think I'm going to stick with that Nimbus typeface, which is pretty nice. And then I'm going to duplicate this by, holding down Option or Alt on your PC, and then just click on typeface here, and then just write down the upside down. So that's the name of the movie. Okay, so something that I wanted to do is I'm just zoom in a little bit, and since it's the upside down, we can do something pretty cool, or kind of we can do whatever we want, but let's just flip it. since it's upside down, we can flip that down font. Just press Command T and then just right click. And then we can flip it like horizontally and then vertical, however you want to do it. I'm going to flip it horizontal first. And I think I'm going to leave it at that for now. So I'm just double clicking so I can release that transformation. So I have my title here. So I'm going to just go ahead and just group them together. Command G. And then just like title. All right. So let's see what else we can do here. Let's just like select the entire thing and just like perfectly center this. It's a trick that I do all the time. Like if I have like this one here and this one, it's, oops, I just double click on this right here. And I want to center this perfectly. Just like select the whole canvas, like Command A, Control A, and then select those two titles and then go at the top here and just press the center and it'll automatically center it. So I'm going to deselect that. Let's see what we have here. That's pretty cool for now, but we can do a lot more. I kind of like the world behind it. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to hide this title for now. And I'm going to select this world because I want to do a few things with that. I'm going to rasterize this by right clicking on that layer and then rasterize layer. And then you can do many things to select this, but I'm just going to go ahead and use the elliptical marquee tool and then hold down Shift. So you make a perfect circle. And then just, about there maybe, but I have to probably make this a little bit smaller. So that way I capture the whole world or planet. So I'm going to go ahead and right click and just click on transform selection and then make sure you just hold Shift. And sometimes you don't have to hold Shift to make it proportional because I changed my settings on Photoshop. So you can do that. And I think I like that selection. So I'm going to just like Command J to duplicate that world. Boom. I have that already isolated, which is awesome. Then I'm going to bring back the upside down. And I want to do something dramatic here. So what I'll do is actually probably duplicate this world. Let me just or planet. Let me just rename this planet and then Command J, Control J on PC and then Control T to transform and just let's see, just turn it around like different things, something like that. That's pretty cool. But for the background, actually, let's just add more to it. I'm going to go into my adjustment here at the bottom, and then you can do a color lookup. We're going to do that one. And then the first one, let's just start looking for one that, makes it a little dark, but at the same, whoops, sorry. Let's just look for one that is like pretty cool. And these are some of the presets that they already have in this color lookup. And you can do so much stuff with it. That's pretty dope. We're going to look for one that it's, a little dark. Like probably something like that maybe, or not that much. I don't want it to. Maybe that moon line is kind of dope. So what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to click on not on the mask of the lookup adjustment layer, but in the actual adjustment layer, and then go into your settings here. And we're just going to go ahead and hover over all of those options and see which one is the one that we like the most. I like something in between. Let's see. It's a little vibrant, but that's fine. Color lookup. This is a difference. Okay, I like that. And then we're going to add some, at the bottom, we need to add some sort of shadow or something. So I'm going to Command Shift N, Control Shift N on your PC, and then just name this dark bottom section. Then press B for your brush, and then open bracket to make it bigger. Then make sure your foreground is it's black, and the opacity, just like turn it down just a tiny bit because you don't want. And then let's just make this a little bit bigger. There you go, something like around there, maybe something about there. Maybe at the top we can have some. There you go. Like a little bit there. Awesome. Alrighty. So far so good. See people in the chat. So we are revamping movie posters. What we're doing right now is we are revamping the upside down movie poster. So just gonna group this and call it new poster, and then hide it, and you can see that's the old one. Just redesign this whole thing for something like this. And then what I like to do here is actually start utilizing this typeface. Probably gonna center this like about there. Maybe I can make it a little bit bigger. That is cool. Remember that we created these, we silhouetted this planet, so we can leverage that and use this planet and just like put it on top of the title, so that way it's covering a little bit of, you know, upside, which is really cool. It's about there. That's really nice. Another thing that I wanted to do maybe is like, I don't know, maybe like do something with the N and just like do a continuation at the bottom with that. Maybe we can just like go ahead and zoom in a little bit more, and then pick your shape tool. Like in this case, I use the rectangle tool, and then just draw like a vertical rectangle, then double click on that to change the color. Let's make it white. And then you can just pull it down. Maybe just pull it down, maybe something like about there. That'll be kind of nice. I don't know. Let me know in the comments section. Let's see. I think we need to go in a little more and then just cover that part. There you go. And then press enter when you're happy with it. And then come back again. That's pretty cool. I really like what I'm seeing right now. Maybe we can just like, I don't know, maybe this rectangle, we can create a mask. We have the mask there selected, then go into your gradient and then make sure you picked, you pick the gradient that is, let me go to classic gradient and then go to the basics and then just pick the one in the middle that is just like black and transparent. And then let's just, for the sake of this, let's just like in the mask of that, let's just like create a gradient so that way it's, there you go. It's kind of like that maybe. And then if you see something that is coming up in behind, it's because you pull it too much, the gradient. So just go ahead and press B for your brush, and then make it smaller. That way you see it, and then just paint white. So make sure like you've set your foreground here. You can change it by clicking these arrows, and then just like paint white. So that way you don't see that connection there. There you go. Okay, that is looking kind of cool. I really like that. All right, so let's bring some other stuff, maybe like texture and stuff. Maybe we can bring, let's see, this metallic texture. Maybe we can just, you know, maybe go like this, maybe, and pose it on top of everything. Maybe not the text, but let's see what happens if we do that. Let's just call this texture and just rasterize that for now, and then go, there you go, behind it. And then go into your, here into your layer blending modes, click on it, and then just start like hovering over everything. Oh, that looks dope, but it's like way too pronounced. That looks really nice as well. So I really like the color dodge. Maybe I can just like bring it down just a tiny bit by, you know, lowering the opacity or the fill, but I'm gonna do another trick to see if that works. Just double click on the layer, on the texture, and then in here, the underlining, just hold down Option and just like bring it down just a tiny bit. That's one way to do it. That's kind of nice. Click OK. Let's just like turn it off and on just to see it's a little bit brighter, which is awesome. Alrighty, let's see. What else can we do? We can add in some sort of flare somewhere. We can even do this. Let's just duplicate this planet again and just like put another planet somewhere in here. And then just make it smaller. Like about there, maybe. Something like along those lines. All right, then what we're gonna do is actually create a lens flare. So I'm gonna go ahead and just like create a square, and then I'm gonna create a new layer, Command Shift N, and lens. So let's call it a flare. And then I'm gonna go into filter, and then in here we're gonna render, and then we're gonna do some lens flare. I think I need to, I need to add in the color, which is black right now. So we're gonna go ahead and fill that black. There you go. And then we're gonna go again and just like filter, render, and then lens flare. And then you can do whatever you want here, what type of lens flare you wanted to do. I'm gonna keep it at the first one maybe, and you can do, you know, the brightness. I'm gonna do something like about here. Press OK. That's kind of cool. And then I'm gonna go into my blending modes again and just like go into the screen and then grab that whole thing and just, I don't know, maybe we can use it there, or we can use it right here, which is pretty cool. And then you can lower the opacity if you want. You don't want it to be so bright. Something about there. And then what we could do is just like change, add some shadows behind it, so that way you can see more of that text. So I'm gonna go into my title and just like Command click and then Shift click again. And then if I want to grab that little thing that we created at the bottom. So go ahead and just like click on that as well. And then what I'm going to do is just go here and create a new file, a new layer. Command Shift New, Control Shift New, and then just shadow. And then fill it with black. So Option delete. And then just like grab it and move it down. I know it's invisible but it's there. Trust me, right there. So what we're gonna do is, I don't want to leave it like that, but I'm going to add some Gaussian blur. So I'm gonna go into blur, Gaussian blur, and then I'm gonna blur this out just a tiny, a little bit, maybe 9 or even 20. Click OK, but then just go into your fill and just like lower that fill a little bit. You don't want it to be too pronounced. Exactly, like about there. I like that. Maybe the world heel needs a little bit of that red, maybe, or some orange. So I'm gonna go ahead and look for that world, which is this one. I'm gonna click on it, and I'm gonna create an adjustment layer pretty quick. And I'm gonna go with hue and saturation, maybe. Hue and saturation. And I'm gonna do colorize, and then I'm gonna go into the yellowish saturation. Let's bring it up. Like about there, maybe. Like about there, maybe. Yeah, that's good. And then what I'm gonna do is just in here on my mask, I'm gonna press B. I'm gonna start painting white. Press X. You gotta paint black, and just to give it a little bit of more depth. And then that layer, you can just go ahead and blend it in even more if you want to have more dramatic lighting, like a screen or overlaid, or that one is cool. Just a tiny bit more. All right, I know that time is running out, but we're pretty close. I think that's pretty dope, pretty cool. And then what we're gonna do is just bring some of those credit. I already have one in here, so I'm gonna just grab it and put it in here. Command T. Make it smaller, so that way it looks legit, like a movie poster. Position it there, and then just make sure, because you can probably see some of that in there. So you're gonna blend that in. So go ahead into your blending modes and just like blend it in, and just use screen. That is cool. Then zoom back, and then let's bring in the last, I think, graphic that we have. We have some flares. So we're gonna bring that in, and we're gonna just like turn it around, like about there, make it a little bit bigger maybe. And then let's position this like about there. And then just rasterize that, because we're gonna do some blending modes. We're gonna go ahead like probably there and blend that in using probably the screen. If you want to make it a little darker so you can see more of that, just click on that texture and then Command L for your levels, and then just bring the levels, like the dark side of it, just a tiny bit more. Same as the white if you want to. And then we're just gonna bring it down just a tiny bit because it's way too pronounced. Maybe we can just move it to the left a little bit, so we don't want that much of that. And I really like it. Right now looks pretty dope. Let's see the difference between those two. We got our inspiration before, and then we got the after, before after. I think this is pretty cool. I really enjoy that. And that's pretty much it for today. I really enjoy that. I hope you guys did as well. Another thing that I want to say, don't forget that we are live every single day. Also join our Discord community where you can post your designs. We have amazing mentors there that definitely can help you level up your design skills, and also other creatives that they can inspire you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.